Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. First off, just Chelsea first and rivals next. So Chelsea went on to Tough Moor to take on the Burnley side and dispatched of them comfortably. Okay, so it wasn't really comfortably like I said, but well, coming from just after the international break, I mean, winning like this, sometimes, like I've said it before, sometimes it doesn't matter. Just win as long as you have the 3 point. It doesn't have to be clean, it doesn't have to be the way you want it. The most important thing is you win. And Chelsea did just that. If that's not a good reason for you to smash the like button, and that Chelsea are now sitting in the second position, 3 points behind Arsenal, who was here to take on Tottenham on Sunday, then I don't know what you're waiting for. So don't forget to like, comment, and share this video because that's the only way, like I said, is the only way for you to help this channel grow. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. Chelsea started the game with Sanchez in goal, Tosin and Trevor Chalobah as the centre back pairing, Reece James and Cucurella. Then at the midfield, they started with Enzo Fernandez and Andre Santos, with Joao Pedro just ahead of them, with Gittins on the left and Pedro Neto on the right, and Liam Delap starting as the striker. And to be honest, when I saw this lineup, when I saw Tosin come on, or start rather, I was like, what was Maresca doing? But in the end, it paid off and it justified the purpose for which Maresca decided to play him, because ideally, if it wasn't going to be Fofana, I thought probably um, Josh Archiempong. But this is what Maresca had to say as regards Josh Archiempong earlier. He said that the same approach he's having with Esteval is the same approach he's implementing towards Josh Archiempong. That both youngs is trying to integrate both youngsters step by step to avoid injuries or overplaying. They've been informed and are totally on board with this, and that's what Secret Source came out to share as regards to what Enzo Maresca said, because we all know that Tosin has not been very good of late. He's not even been anywhere close to decent, let alone deserve to be starting. So yeah, but then again, he started today and he did pretty well. He was doing his line breaking passes and all that. And then what was Maresca's plan? Maresca's plan was to go. Started the formation was 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 rather, but then it was supposed to be 3-1-6. Okay, and then because the way Burnley played and the way they set up, the midfield was very compact. And at first, it was flat. Bournemouth was giving Chelsea all sort of problems, and it made it difficult for Chelsea to be able to actually string a few passes together. But at some point, I was really wondering how Chelsea was gonna break Burnley, because they looked like they had an answer for Chelsea's whatever Chelsea wanted to do. I mean, that's from the midfield uh, going forward. But then again, when Burnley had the ball and they get to their final third, they were just flat and they couldn't come up with anything in the final third or in the final attack of their play. So yeah, that's basically it. But then in the uh, 20th, close to the 30th minute, Chelsea broke the deadlock from a a cross coming that found Pedro Neto in the far end, and he cushioned the ball with his head into the far corner, and that from there gave Chelsea the ground to be able to break Burnley. After Chelsea scored, Burnley did not even. It was they lost all form of composure and all that. And this is one thing that I noticed that Enzo Maresca did today. When before Chelsea broke finally scored. it was difficult because Burnley's midfield was very compact, and it was difficult for Chelsea to play through the midfield. They most times at first they were playing from the flank and all that, trying to play wide and all. But then Enzo Maresca had made a change or a tactical tweak where he had uh, Cucurella join Santos, and it became a 3-2 5 3-2-5. There, sorry, uh, became three with Rich James, Tosin, and Chaloba, then Cucurella and Santos. Cucurella moved on to join Santos in the midfield, and then it gave Chelsea the room to attack and overcrowd the box 18 with Gittins, Enzo Fernandez, Joao Pedro, Pedro Neto, and Liam Delap. So I think that caused Burnley issues with Chelsea with the change or tweak that Enzo Maresca did. And credit to him, it paid. And yeah, Chelsea were able to they were able to I think they grew in confidence and did what they could do. Started attacking, especially Gittins. Gittins is confusing. Although he assisted, he was the one who assisted for the goal for Pedro Neto. But if you ask me, did he do very well? I'm just going to say he did. It did averagely. It was just 50-50 for me. Okay, I would say Pedro Neto was the one. Pedro Neto and Joao Pedro were the ones who were trying to make things happen. And yeah, I think there was a bit of chemistry lacking between Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. And there was something that Liam Delap did. He could have, if he had looked up earlier and released the pass where Joao Pedro released him, Joao Pedro released Liam Delap. No, Tosin found Liam Delap with a line breaking pass. And it was through on goal. Well, he went wide and he could have just made a cross, a low driven cross right into the box 18, and that cross would have found Pedro Neto, and probably Pedro Neto would have got a second goal and all that. But then that's not what I'm even saying. I still feel like Joao Pedro and Liam Delap lack chemistry, and you could see that there's a bit of uh, communication gap when Joao Pedro is with the ball and all that. And I'm not saying that Liam Delap did not do well, because it was through him that Chelsea started playing, and the way he was drawing the defenders towards him and all that gave the rest of Chelsea's attackers, that's Gittins, Enzo Fernandez, Joao Pedro, and Pedro Neto, the room to be able to play and attack spaces where um, Burnley left open. So that's it. But then again, he did quite a bit of job on Kyle Walker, and like I said, the chemistry is missing between Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. They were just forcing the pass, and the man of the match, who rightfully deserves it, is Andre Santos. He held his own today, and he rose to the occasion. I was surprised when Moses Caicedo didn't play, and Maresca said that he will never do it again and all that. And Caicedo got back on Thursday, and he just wanted to give Caicedo the opportunity to rest. And Andre Santos played very well. He got the man of the match because he was sweeping everything and breaking everything that Burnley had, and that's deservedly so. So it means that when push comes to shove, Enzo Maresca can count on him, and that's what you should expect of your score, your depth, your players, and all that. And in the second half, Badiashile came on, and everything, and Gusto, but Badiashile came on for Reece James, and it became the back line became Tosin playing as the centre back, Badiashile and the left centre back, and Trevor Chalobah playing from the right centre back. right centre back stroke or right wing to say the least. And Chalobah did very well. I'm not gonna take anything away from him. He did pretty well. It was an easy day at the office for him, and it was also an easy day for Robert Sanchez. Kept a clean sheet, and we're looking ahead of we're looking at the game against Barcelona before taking on Arsenal in the next week 13. So what did Enzo Maresca did? It just listen. The game was the game straightforward? No, but the Chelsea win, yes. How did they win? Was it good? No, they won. That's just it. They dispatched of the opponent, clean and was good. That's just what any team expect. And the reason I'm sorry, the reason this match reaction is coming is because I wanted to see what what the result between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest would be, just as like Newcastle versus Manchester City. And it turns out that Chelsea are now sitting comfortably in the second position ahead of Manchester City and Liverpool. Liverpool shamelessly lost to Nottingham Forest at Anfield 3-0. And as Manchester City lost by 2 goals to 1 at against Newcastle at Newcastle's ground, and just gives Chelsea the 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 opportunity to focus on Arsenal now. And I think a lot of people are sleeping on Chelsea. Okay, I'm not going to say Chelsea are outrightly out to win the league and all that, but Chelsea should be looked or should be seen as the dark horse. Okay, that's just my take on this. Anyway, that's everything that I have for you guys. I'll be here to give you guys a total breakdown of everything that happened in the game. I just wanted to come out here to give you guys my match reaction as as regards the game between Burnley versus Chelsea, and then I'll touch on Liverpool and Manchester City, and that's everything. Let me know what you guys think about everything that I've said. Do you think that Andre Santos deserves the Man of the Match award? And do you think that it was right that Caicedo was given the opportunity to rest? And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget, like I said, to like and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you are notified whenever I make a post or put out a content. Yeah, so I'll be here to give you guys give you guys my reaction and talk about some other news that have popped out today. I don't want to make this video too long and make it boring and all that. So tomorrow I'll be here to give you guys my take on some of the news that have popped up today and yesterday, and yeah. But then don't forget to check out this page. So yeah, until then, it's Chelsea first, rivals next. Peace.